What's up, guys? Welcome back to INTHESHOPTV. My name is Mike. That's my 1955 Chevy truck project over there. And the good people at Arccaptain Welders have sent me yet another machine to try out. And it just so happens that at the rear of the truck, we have our frame, which is still open. We need to put a cross member there. That's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna build a rear cross member for this 55 Chevy truck using the Arccaptain MIG200. Let's get started. So I just ran a couple test beads to find my settings, and that looks like my setting right there. So I made sure to test it on that 1/8 piece of angle iron because we're gonna be making our cross member out of 1/8. So this is the area that we're gonna be working on. I wanna put a cross member from here to there, and I think I'm gonna take advantage of some of these existing bolt holes that are here. Yes, there is a piece of steel here, but I'm using this as a frame for our fuel tank if you watch back a few episodes. So I don't really wanna rely on that to stiffen up the back of this. I'd rather it have its own cross member here. If anything, that's going to provide additional support for the gas tank as well. God forbid you get into an accident or get hit or something like that, it'll just tighten that whole back area up. Maybe prevent the tank from getting crushed or damaged. Stronger is always better, in my opinion. I'm going to go with this 3/8 inch hole right here and do another one on the opposing side of it. We're going to make our plate to fit that space. All right, both sides are drilled and done. Kind of a nice bonus to those plates is I made them exactly the same length as the end of this tank frame to the end of the frame, so those plates kind of lock the tank in place too. Now I want to go ahead and measure from plate to plate so we can cut our actual cross member. Looks like 33¼ exactly. We'll make it a hair bigger just so we can kind of force it in there. All right, so I've got my edges beveled and I got the mill scale ground down. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do now is just kind of massage that in place. I did get a nice tight fit. All right, so right now I'm just trying to line it up so that I have enough space to get a nut in from down here because this is where the last bed sill goes and I wanna be able to fasten that. So I'm gonna make sure I get enough space to drop this down low enough. I'm also trying to make sure I get adequate space on either side of this bar so that we can fit a nut in there. All right, so I've got it positioned exactly where I want it. Let's drag over the new Arccaptain MIG200 and see how it does. pretty good. So in addition to some good looking beads, we're definitely getting good penetration, as you can see. that cool a little bit, then we'll start prepping it and getting it painted. A couple things about the welder. I noticed that it's got a nice smooth arc. They're not paying me to say that it's great. So if this thing sucks, I would tell you that it sucks, and I don't think that it sucks. It's got a nice smooth arc. Seems to weld really well. Got nice weld bead profiles. Got nice penetration. I don't think I could really ask for any more in terms of how it's actually welding. It has a really cool feature on it. I know I said it was multi-process before, but something that I think is kind of neat, especially really well suited for like a shop like this where you're doing automotive work or restoration or body work or something like that. It's got a spot weld feature on it, which comes in really handy if you're doing something like body panels, or if you like on this truck where you got the steps and it's all, you know, held in with spot welds. It'd be really come in handy for something like that. I really do think it's perfectly suited for like an automotive restoration place or the home garage. These are small inverter machines. It's very, very lightweight, which is something that I'm really into, because I think what I might end up doing is in the future, I'm going to build a nice welding table has wheels and I can move it, but it's going to be stationary most of the time. I'm going to have a lot of my other machines tucked underneath it, and they're kind of going to stay there. But I think a really cool purpose for this would be to have it on a smaller cart, being that this is a multi-process machine. I could wheel it around the shop. It's totally lightweight, and it would just be portable for anything I have to do on a vehicle or in the corner over there or over there. It's just a really handy feature, and I'll leave the other machines at my actual welding table. We're gonna get this painted up in a second, but I do want to let you know they have an anniversary thing going on where there's like a giveaway. I think it's their 1-year anniversary. They're a new company. So make sure you guys get on that. Go to their website, and I'll put a link for it and a little picture right here. But go to their website and enter for a giveaway, because what do you have to lose? I mean, it's free to enter, and I think you get discounts, and why not win a bundle of stuff, right? So go check that out. If you guys want to buy anything from them specifically, this machine, I know as of the recording of this video, which is the same day I'm going to release it, which is Friday today, they have $100 off on this machine. So I don't know about you guys, but $100 off is a big saving on a machine that's not that expensive to begin with. So I'll also put that in the description, and I'll pin it in the comments. Right here is the info on it. So guys, go and check that out. If you guys use my link, I do get a few bucks. So if you want to help me out, I'd really appreciate it. I could always use a few bucks. And it's kind of a hard work making these videos for you guys. So I use all the help I can get. There is also a discount code that doesn't benefit me at all. I'll put it in my description, and it gives you guys, I think it's 5% off if you use my discount code. They just really wanted to see me build something, and I was happy to oblige. So anyway, I'm gonna start getting this cleaned up, sanded down. We're gonna get that cross member in paint. So while I'm waiting for that paint to dry, I wanted to touch a little bit more on that spot weld feature, because I think it's really useful. And if I'm not clear on it, I think people may not get the whole concept of it. But when you pull that trigger, you can set the timing of the weld that comes out, and it'll lay that same exact little weld puddle every time you pull the trigger. You can pull it and hold it for 10 seconds, you pull it and hold it for 1 second, pull it and hold it for a minute. The same little psst is gonna come out of there every single time. So guys, can you imagine when you're doing those steps or body panels, and you gotta keep doing those little spot welds? No big deal there, but when you have to start grinding those down, when you have the exact same weld profile on each single one that you got to grind down, dude, that is a lifesaver. Because I don't know if you guys have ever done body work at all or had to grind that stuff down, but when you're just pulling the trigger and laying your own little tacks down, you can get them close and all that, but sometimes they're kind of high, sometimes they're a little bit lower, and it's just a pain in the neck. Especially if you got to like really lay on one for a little while, you can kind of wear the thin metal down on the sides of it, and you don't want to do that. Lifesaver, guys. Spot weld on a MIG machine, I love it. See what they're having right now? I think it's like $3.99 for this machine. It's a 6-in-1 multi-process machine for $3.99. I don't know if there's a multi-process machine that does 6 functions for that price or less that's actually works and is this good. There's links in the description, guys. Use them. If you want this machine, use my links. Save yourself some money. Honestly, if you have a shop like this or a garage and you do home welding, automotive restoration, Could this be the only machine that you need? Yeah, it could be the only machine that you'd ever have to buy to do this kind of work. All right, we are all dried up. Look at those weld beads, guys. They're looking good. That machine is dual voltage, so if you don't have 220, 240, you can absolutely plug it into a regular 110, 115 receptacle and be just fine. I actually also have their TIG torch inbound because I'm dying to try it on the TIG function. And a little secret about me, I've never TIG welded before. So something that'll come really in handy doing automotive restoration like I do, especially with custom exhaust that's gonna have to happen here pretty soon. I think learning how to TIG would be coming really handy for that. Well, it's Friday, it's about 2 o'clock. I gotta try to get this video out by 5. I don't know if that's gonna happen because I'm still sitting here bullshitting with you guys. But let me get on it. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Please like, comment, subscribe. I need the subscribers. I'm trying to do this channel. I think we have like 1,200 subscribers now. I want like 12 million, okay? So hit that subscribe button. Please help me out. Thanks guys, really appreciate you watching and being here, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.